Hey North Carolina DECA, welcome back to the NC DECA Toolbox series. My name is Ron Petluri and I'm your association president. Today, we're going to be hearing a few tips and watching a mock professional selling presentation from ICDC finalist Malachi Zirkle. Let's get into it. All right, welcome everyone. We're here with Malachi. Malachi, go ahead and introduce yourself and your ICDC accomplishments.
Hey guys, I'm Malachi Zirkle from Willow Spring High School, North Carolina. I competed in the hospitality and tourism professional selling event, which is HTPS, and I got ninth at ICDC.
Super cool. So clearly Malachi has been around the block, achieved a lot in HTTPS. And so for everyone doing a professional selling event, Malachi's got a couple tips that'll help you succeed.
Yeah, so number one, I would say that you need to have the need established, especially when it comes to anything in sales. The customer needs to know what need you're talking about. For my specific event, it was this resort. So I had to convince them why they needed to book at my resort. And so if you identify the need, then you have to persuade them why specifically they need that need. And that's the fun part, in my opinion, because you have to persuade them and tell them the benefits and the cons so that they can trust you. Because building that trust that you're a transparent salesman is key. So identify the need, and then you have to persuade them they need it. I'd say the second tip would be creativity, especially when it comes to hospitality and tourism. I like to focus on the location, and that's unique. For example, I chose to put my resort in Boone, North Carolina, and I took this picture into my presentation of this lake at this resort. And I showed them that this lake was the specific lake that they and their team needed to be around because there's this scientific theory called blue mind theory, where if you're sitting around a lake, the oxytocin levels, which is like team building levels, increase. And so I'm like, well, if you have a team, you specifically need to come experience this unique thing called Blue Mind Theory at just our resort, Cedar Creek Glamping Resort. So there's that uniqueness, and that's really your biggest selling point. It's not like all the other days in Boone, North Carolina. I mean, you have this resort that's specifically good for them and their team because of that Blue Mind Theory. And then finally, you need some confidence, bro. Like if you have the best sales presentation, but you can't deliver it right, I mean, they're not gonna be able to understand and they're not gonna be communicated well too because you don't have the confidence. And I think that a lot of people, don't think they have the confidence, but everybody does. You have the confidence. It's something that even if you have to fake yourself into and just kind of say, in my mind, I don't feel this, but on the outside, you can fake it and it looks real every time. So you got this.
Sounds good. Thank you, Malachi. Now it's time to see all of that in practice. We're going to watch Malachi's ICDC finalist presentation.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Malachi Zirkle. What's your name?
My name is Rom. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Rom. I'm here at Cedar Creek Glamping Resort. I'm the sales manager here. So I hear that you're a CEO. I saw that when you scheduled the meeting here. So I just want to ask you a couple questions, have an interactive conversation about that. So what business are you a CEO of?
My business is actually called North Carolina DECA.
All right, North Carolina DECA. Awesome. So that I think I've heard of that. Is that a business related education service?
Yeah, yeah, we're related to education.
Education. Awesome. I love that. I love that because at Cedar Creek Glamping Resort, we're not about the money. I am a salesman and that's my role here, but I want to focus on the experience. If you see our first slide here, it says time for your next getaway where nature meets luxury. So that keyword luxury is really what I want to focus on during this whole presentation because similar to education, we're not about all the money. I mean, you're not in DECA for the money, you're in DECA to help people, right?
Yep.
Right. So I just want to focus on the luxury part because we want to help you. We want to give your business and your group of people you're bringing to this resort, we want to give them luxury. We want to give them an experience where they're going to be able to reset and recharge in their mind. So a little bit about the resort. It's in Boone, North Carolina. We got a little slogan here, comfort made easy, so you don't have to worry about anything. The whole point of bringing your employees here is to make them feel like they're resetting, they're recharging, and they're enjoying a time where they're just experiencing genuine hospitality. Similar to Chick-fil-A, right? It's like my pleasure. I love that service mindset versus some other fast food restaurants where maybe the people there weren't trained about service. It was more again about the money. But if a company really focuses on servant leadership and serving the people and focusing on that social responsibility, I think that's success. So I just really want to help you guys have a fun time here at Cedar Creek. And so if you don't have any questions so far, then I'll go ahead and move in on to more about our resort and what maybe you can book here. Is there any questions you have so far?
No, not yet. We're all set. Keep moving.
Great. Okay. So before I go into our yurts, I do have an invoice for you to fill out. So as we're going through this next part, I'm going to have some different packages that you can choose or you can choose not to check off. So I have some prices that have some numbers, and it may look like a lot right now, but I'll just break it down piece by piece for you. And you can just check off what you want, and I'll total it up, and then you'll just sign the contract at the end, and we'll just get everything done for you. So here's a little look at the invoice here and all the different packages that I'm going to explain to you. Some prices, some cheap prices, you know what I'm saying? I like that. And got just some information for you. Okay, so that's right. You're looking at yurts in the middle of the Appalachian Mountains. That's definitely something unique about our resort. We're in the mountains, so you're going to be able to see some views, but you're also going to have a nice heated yurt with some fire pits and everything like that. And so I do have a question for you, Rom, about how many people are coming. So I'm looking at different yurts here. And are you having families come with your employees? Because I know you said you wanted to bring some employees and they're welcome to bring their families. So did you want to bring their families with them?
Yeah, we're gonna have 6 officers there, and each of them are gonna bring their families with them.
Sweet. Okay, yeah. Then on my invoice over here, I'm gonna just write down, I won't share that part. I'll just write down 6 of these cozy classic yurts with those small families. All right, so we'll book those for you. Here's just included services that you don't have to pay for. We got the front desk, some gourmet meals, got a tour to show you our large campus. And about the campus, there is our map again. Then down here, we got the fun part. Okay, so I know you're a corporation, right? So you need a good meeting space. You need some high-speed internet, some team building activities. So the unique thing that I know you said you wanted was a creative meeting space. So this is by a lake, and you see all these chairs and a TV, and they're facing the lake, looking out on the lake. And that's what's unique about Cedar Creek Glamping Resort. We have something in mind called the Blue Mind Theory. Have you ever heard of the Blue Mind Theory?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so I'll just explain it. The Blue Mind Theory is this theory where if you and a group of people are looking out on a lake or a body of water, then neurologically, your oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin levels are going to increase, which is good in this case because that's going to relax you, which is the point of you booking here. And also, the oxytocin levels will increase, which is the relational hormone. And so, you want that team building to happen. And so, this lake and just meeting around there, hanging around there, it's the center of our campus is really just going to increase those levels and you're going to have some team building. How does that sound? Do you want to look into booking this package right here, the corporate experience package?
Yeah, it definitely makes the most sense for our group.
Sick. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm going to check that off on your invoice and move down to try and get you to choose my favorite package right here. It's the exploration package. I'm a pretty adventurous type of guy. I love nature. I like to just discover more about myself, others, and also just try new things. So that's what this is all about. You can get some tours of the Boone area. You can do some yoga, or your employees can if they're into that, and learn a bunch of things like we have gardening, we have music classes. We just have these different things going on during your stay here that you can book and enjoy. And so that's a low price of 250 for over like 10 people. So if you think about it, for if you're staying with us for about a week, that's a good deal right there. So I would definitely recommend it, but I'll just give you the chance right now to choose if you want or don't want me to check that off in the invoice.
Since you're recommending it so much, we probably will choose it.
Sweet, my man. Yeah, definitely just helps them relax and just have a memorable experience. Just like this adventure package, four-wheeling, we got water sports like kayaking, paddleboarding, whitewater rafting in the Boone area. It's definitely known for that. And then we have the extreme nature tour. We had I guess you could call it the beginner nature tour, which is more just photography and just a relaxing walk, versus this is more of a hike up to the waterfall where you can see my man over here jumping into the water here. So I think it'd definitely be great, since you're bringing families, to have this adventure package, and just for anybody else who wants to tag along. So what are you thinking about this? You thinking about adding that?
I think since we're going to relax, we'll probably decline the adventure package.
Cool. Yeah, no worries. Definitely good just to keep that focused on relaxation. Speaking of relaxation, we got some luxury water treatment like our hot tubs here. Perfect view in the middle of the night and family fun luxuries. I think that this fire pit um feature is definitely cool because we have our staff who are really focused on customer service, right? So they're gonna come and if you invite them, they'll bring you some s'mores, they'll teach you some campfire songs with the families and just your group. So I love that part about it. I definitely enjoy that whenever I'm there during the evenings. And especially the most important time is you time. It's really important that we give them an opportunities to relax, and we can do that through spa treatment. They can just come and deliver you a little care package with all the spa needs that you need. And I think it's really good, just as a CEO, you understand that your employees need to be satisfied so that your business can make money. So we just want to help you accomplish that goal. And so I think this package is probably the most relaxing package, and it really meets that luxury need that we mentioned in the beginning. So I definitely recommend this one the most. And so what are you thinking over there, Rom?
Yeah, this definitely makes sense for what we're looking for.
Well, sweet man. I'm gonna go ahead and just give you this information. We have the address, we have some guest services, we got all this information that I'll hand over to you at the end of this meeting. But now it's time for an invoice. So I'm just gonna total up everything that you have. And if you would like to book with us, we'd be honored, rather than the other people are in the Boone area. And so I'm just going to show you the invoice. I would if we were in person. I'd show you the thing and I'd have you sign off. So you can just verbally tell me if you would like to sign off. And if you have questions before that, I totally understand. I'd love to answer any.
Sure. So now that I've seen the invoice, I think one of my first questions is how long will the stay last for?
Yeah, so we generally recommend a week. That's a good amount of time for you really just to reset, because we love weekend retreats, but you don't get enough of that sunrise, sunset, really just that serotonin increase that you get from looking at that sun and enjoying the evening moments of fire pits and the morning moments of our gourmet breakfasts. And so just having that fluctuation is great. So I'd say at least a week. We do it in week increments just to keep it easy on our end. So I'd recommend a week, but you could go 2 weeks. Any more than that's probably not great for, I know, your business schedule and everything. So I'd recommend a week, but it's up to you if you want to do one or two.
Sounds good. And then also, we'll be having a lot of meetings there, right? I saw the meeting space. I was wondering, what would our employees' families be doing while we're at the meetings?
Well, based on the packages that you chose, the exploration package would definitely keep them busy, especially that time where they can book the trainings. For example, the kids and maybe the spouses of the people in the meeting could go learn how to bake, how to garden, how to do photography while they're on the nature trail. So that would be just a lot of things of learning. But also, since you brought that leisure and luxury package, you check that off. That'll be something where they can relax or they could learn and explore.
Super cool. Thank you for all the information, and this definitely looks like a good option for us.
Perfect. Okay, well, the last step of this meeting is for you to make that decision, and I definitely recommend it. But of course, I just want your company to thrive and make the best decision on how they can have leisure. But if you want to sign this contract, now is the time. So if you want to verbally tell me yes or no, and we can get that signed and get it all scheduled up, and I'll have a follow-up meeting, telling you all the information and just reminding you of updates and all the things we have. So are you interested in this plan for sure or not?
Yep, I've got my pen ready to sign off. Sounds like a go. You sold me.
All right, Ron. Well, thank you. Thank you for signing that away. And yep, so I'll be emailing you and my emails on the invoice, so you can just look for that, and we'll set up another meeting to get everything started, man.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, thank you.